Hello, this video is about the second part ng Berufs and How to Look exam mo, which is your klinische redeneren part. So, after mo gawin yung practical exam, ihatid ka lang ng docent mo dun sa room ng second part ng exam mo. So, pagpasok mo, merong dalawang tao doon na tinatawag sila na B or Daylar o yung parang mag-a-assess sa'yo kung alam mo ba paano mag-clinical reasoning or hindi, or fuldunda ba or unfuldunda or whatever. Sa akin, dalawang lalaki yon. Tapos tawag dito, yung isa nakaharap sa akin kasi yung table nakaganon lang siya, yung parang table na enclosed table. Tapos ako is pagpasok ko mismo sa room, may table ako, may laptop, tapos may pen and paper kasi kung magsusulat ako ng mga details na sasabihin o tatanungin o kaya mag-take down notes, doon ko lang gagawin, which is so handy. And yung isang person, yung isang B or Daylar is kaharap ko, which is meron din siyang laptop na sarili. Makikita din niya yung kasos ko doon. At yung isa naman is nasa gilid ko. May sarili din siyang laptop, which is, I think the same lang naman na nakikita nila yung kasos mo. Tapos at first tatanungin ka kung paano ka o what brought you here. Bakit mo naisipan na what's the reason why you do BI toets, something, tapos a bit of introduction about yourself. So ayun, nag-introduce ako si blah 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 blah, tapos dito ako sa Netherlands na ganito blah blah blah, I did my study blah blah blah, so gawin nyo lang siyang short kasi may time limit din siya, 40 to 45 minutes yata if I'm not mistaken. I think around that time din na dapat mo siyang tawag dito tapusin. Tapos ayun, pagkatapos mo mag-introduce, sila naman mag-introduce ng sarili nila. Ako pala si blah blah blah, ganito. Tapos dito na kami nagtatrabaho ng ilang years, blah blah blah. Basta introduction about themselves. Tapos noon, okay na. Tapos tatanungin nila, so, tell me about your casus. Ano bang ginawa mo doon sa first room? Ano bang vardyhida na ginawa mo? Tapos, yung casus ko is prostate hypertrophy. Tapos, yung patient is, I think around 80 plus. And meron, aside from, yung main talaga is prostate hypertrophy. Pero aside nun is meron siyang, tawag dito, meron siyang DM type 1, meron din siyang fibrillation, bosom fibrillation, heart problem, meron din siyang tawag dito, basta sobrang ang dami niyang kalakip. Meron siya tanding COPD, something. Tapos meron din siyang wound, meron din siyang decubitus. Basta ang dami niya, nakalimutan ko na, pero ang daming kalakip na mga sakit-sakit din. Pero mag-focus ka lang talaga doon sa ano yung ginawa mo doon, bakit mo siya ginawa. So sinabi ko, nag-catheter, I did anal catheterization because actually the patient is having difficulty na to urinate, and he has complaints na about how do you say, it's like full bladder, but he cannot actually urinate with himself lang. Tapos yun na nga na-decide ng doctor just last night to do the anal catheterization because last 24 hours the patient did not really have a urine output and blah 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 blah. So I said okay, and then makikinig lang talaga sila, and yung questions nila is depend lang din sa kung ano yung sagot mo. Tapos ayun na, silang dalawa is makikinig lang while you are talking. But important is while nag-talk ka, follow your follow your clinic nursing verb kunda ka process. First, ano bang gawin mo? Assessment. So tatanungin mo yung patient, tatanungin mo yung vital signs ng patient kasi lahat lahat ng informations na parang i-expect mo na siguro siguro how do you say, lapag na yung lahat ng mga informations doon kasi hindi naman sila siguro gagawa ng kasos na hindi alam ng student. Kumbaga walang idea yung student kung ano yung mga informations doon. Well, actually, in reality, sobrang limited lang yung information niya. Kaya yan yung task mo na i-dig deeper talaga kung ano ba yung goal mo is ano ba yung gusto mo na malaman pa, what is the current situation of the patient, ano ba yung potential and actual problem niya. Dapat yun. Tapos first of all, i-assess mo muna yung vital signs and vital signs as always. Tapos ayun, tinanong ko siya, okay, ano ba yung first, because ang nilagay lang yata doon is shallow breathing lang. Yung Adam Hallen niya is sobrang snell, tapos upper vlakah lang, shallow breathing and so fast. Yun lang. Tapos kailangan kong malaman kung okay, ano ba yung blood drug ng patient, ano ba yung BP niya, ano ba yung okay, may ano ba yung temperature niya, basta yung basic vital signs. Tapos ito talaga is magagamit niyo siya, yung early warning signs. Ito siya, yung early warning signs. Ayan. Yung tatanungin mo, okay, yung heart frequency niya, okay, yung blood drug niya, okay, yung Adam frequency, yung temperature niya, at yung okay, yung patient is conscious ba? Unsprakebar ba siya? Kung how do you say, kung tatanungin mo, kinakausap mo o hindi. Tapos kalakip niyan, each part, meron siyang points din. Tapos yung dito naman is kung itatali mo siya lahat, kasali niyan yung urine output, yung saturacy is important din, tanungin mo rin. Tapos at the end ng assessment mo, kung nakakuha ka overall 3 points or more, at least 3 points or more, that's the time that you will call the doctor. Yeah. So it's really important that you binum all this, because not all informations there, not all of this is actually given there. So you must really if pwede lang i-memorize nyo siya at understand, at para ma-dig deeper nyo yung ano ba yung problema ng patient. So yun ginawa ko. Tapos nun, nag-gather ko yung how do you say, yung urine production ng patient. Actually, after catheterization niya, how do you say, 500 ml na yung nakuha, or yung output. So, tinanong ako, tawag dito, is it enough, or is it so high, or what's your assessment? And then I said within 24 hours and you will have 500 ml. I think okay-ish lang siya, pero kasi ano ba yung sinanong? Basta sinabi ko doon, okay-ish lang siya, pero I still need to do how do you say, to do more assessment before I can do my conclusion that what's really the problem with this patient. So I said, what's the temperature? And she said, yeah, okay, the temperature is actually just 37.1. I said, okay, normal. So overall, nakagather ako ng 2 points lang naman siya. 2 points, pero in doubt ako if 2 to 3 points yun. Kasi yung patient is sobrang unrust din, unrustak din yung client. So, ayun. And, ano pa ba? Yung ABCD din, ABCDE nyo, yung wala dito. Pero aside from this, after ko in-explain to, or after ko to tawag dito, ginawang assessment, sinabi ko yung ABCDE, your how do you say, your Adam Halley, your airway, your breathing, your circulation, how do you say, disability, and your exposure. For your Adam Halling, for your airway, I benomed, I said there that actually I don't really know if it was still kanang super connected, but basta lang meron akong masabi and hindi ako mawala at stay connected pa rin. Sabi ko, okay, for the airway, I can also check for this client if yeah, because he is so unrustak, and maybe there's something in the, yeah, maybe in the here in the keyhole or in the moon, that, or maybe the khibit is how do you say, interrupting, or is an obstructive, blah blah blah. And I check, but there's no threat of airway, it's okay. Then I proceed now to breathing. Okay, how much is the breathing? And then she said, oh, it's shallow, upper vlaka, blah blah blah. And then to circulation, I said, I benomed in circulation about the CRT, your capillary refill time. So I asked how much is the refill time of this CRT of this client, and she said it's so longsome to, yeah, it's by now 4 seconds before, or almost 5 seconds, that when you drop the, or when you do the sternum or the here, the skin turgor, it's so longsome, and it will just go back 4 to 5 seconds. And then I said, okay, then, so I put there, yeah, dehydratsi. And for your disability, that you under your disability, you will ask if is the client still angst, is the client still unrustig, is the client is in beige vard. Yeah, that kind of stuffs you will ask, you have to ask. Then they will actually just answer, they will give you answers based on your questions. So out of their, oh, and your letter E is your exposure. So you will ask, what's the temperature of this client? Is so if they will say the client is has verhooging temperature, or have court, so you will do infectie, maybe possible for sepsis, blah blah blah. So at that time, that I don't know, that because the temperature is actually just okay for my casus, but what happened is I had based on my assessment and their answers, the patient had inverted triangle. Yeah, so it's hypotensie, and he asked, okay, so what will you do? Should you call the colega? What will you do? And then I said, first, I will try to, I will ask my colega to double control, but yeah, the client blijft still onrustig and blah blah blah, and still the BP is super low, and the other HR and the RR is still up. So yeah, and then it's hypotensie. And then he said, so what will you do now? And then I said, yeah, I will call the doctor. And then yeah, how will you, yeah, okay, so call the doctor. And I said, yeah, so that's the time that when you call the doctor, you will use your S-bar method. Here, you will really do this, like your S-bar method when calling the doctors. First, the situatie. What is the problem? So you will say, hello, goedemorgen, ik ben Benita, ik bel over mevrouw bla 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 van die afdeling 2, kamer bla bla bla, geboortedatum maart bla bla bla. Like all gegevens, important gegevens van de client. And then how do you say, you will give a short, just a little short background of what you call for, like what is the problem, like the client is hypotensive now, and yeah, just like 2 sentences is okay, because further as you go, you will really explain it. And then second is the background, achtergrond. So you will say, yeah, the the client is known to have okay, the client is known to have prostate hypertrophy, but before that, he is also known to have diabetes mellitus, blah blah blah, and other stuffs and other kind of sickness, and this and then you will name also the what medications the client is currently taking. So if there is in the information, so you will name it also here under the background. But if it's not given, then you don't have to say something since it's not there. And assessment. So here in the assessment, you will explain, or you will talk about the vital signs, your assessment basically. Yeah, that's your ademhaling, your RR, your HR, your BP, whatever vital signs you did, and the result also. And if there is a lab or diagnostic test gedaan, or you did any labs or laboratory exams, you also benoem here under your assessment. And based on your assessment, is it an urgent problem, or is the problem call for an zo snel mogelijk attentie, or it's just okay? And your recommendation here, what do you want to happen now? So I said, doctor, can you come today in the op mevrouw to further onderzoek, blah blah blah, because based on my assessment he is hypotensive, blah blah blah. And then he said, yeah, I can come tomorrow. Yeah, because the doctor will really spell a role, like, yeah, he will really yeah, play a role in the call also while you are calling. So it's really up to you. You decide if you want to if you think that the problem of the client now needs an urgent reaction attention, then you decide. You really have to be firm in telling the doctor that, because in my case the doctor said, yeah, I can come tomorrow, and I said no, that kan niet, that you must come today, or else I don't know if yeah, we don't know if what will happen if how do you say, you will come tomorrow still. So he said, okay, so what time you want me to go? And then I said, yeah, I want you to come within 1 or 2 hours, but 1 hour is probably the best. Now it's 9 a.m. I will expect you to be here 10 a.m. And then he said, yeah, okay. And then I said, okay. So before I will end this conversation, it's really important, it's also here in your SPAR, that you herhaal, before you end the conversation, you herhaal, you repeat whatever you have afgesproken with the doctor. So I said, okay doctor, so before I will hang this call, I will have to repeat our afspraak. So I am calling on behalf of mevrouw blah 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 for this blah blah blah. It's a little bit of summary of everything. And then I say, okay, so we afgesproken that you will come 1 hour after this talk. So today is 9 a.m. and then you will come 10 a.m. blah 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 blah. Is that accord? And then the doctor will say, yeah, perfect. Then toets. So and then I said, yeah, okay, toets. And then it's okay. And then before that, or after, I think, then I think the after I did the call, and then the other beordeler asked, so now, sister, the doctor will arrive 1 hour later. So what will you do with the patient? While you are waiting for the doctor, or is there any interventions that you can do, or just you wait bedside together with the patient? And then I said, I can do Trendelenburg position with the client. So to the bloodstrom lobed, the blood pumped, rond lobed hood door. And then she said, yeah, okay, it's good. Then I thought at that time he will, or the other beordeler, or actually the other beordeler also has something to question pa, but luckily, yeah, it ended there. And I said, yeah, okay, prima, we heard what we want to hear. Okay, then you can go now outside the room, and after that you can go again. We will just call you after like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Then we will just talk if who hingit met the sprek. And then I said, okay. Then after that one, I went outside, and then I wait for someone in a Fandabi or Daylar called me, and they said, okay, here. And then I said, yeah, this sprek went ging prima, and we heard what we want to hear. And then yeah, but for us it's okay, but we cannot say that you geslaagd, you passed, or yeah, you geslaagd bent, omdat it needs to be like the other 2 exams, the theory and your practice also will you have to pass it too, to have the positive result of everything. And then I said, yeah, okay, I understand. And then I said, yeah, okay, good luck with your theory exam later, and don't be so nervous. And then I said, yeah, okay. Actually, they're so friendly, and they will help you with if you are kind of lost, or maybe they will have an idea that you are lost na in the conversation or something. They will get you back in the track, that they will have to follow up questions again, and then you will realize, okay, then basta wag ka lang talagang sobrang kabahan, or else wala ka nang masasabi, or mabablank ka na talaga, or otherwise may mga sasabihin ka na sobra pero hindi na siya tugma dun sa kasus mo. Kaya ayun. And yeah, after this one, I will make another video for your theory exam.